Next is Hulu with live TV. So you know there's Hulu, and then there is which is kind of like older stuff. And then there is Hulu with live TV, which basically is the live TV service that you want. Now, we had Hulu, and what's going back to my chart right here, Hulu, you can do 2 streams at once. It's pretty inexpensive. There really isn't any option. It's one option. It's $40 a month. It did have my local channels, but it didn't have, if I misremember, it didn't have Nick Jr. So again, there's that dang Nick Jr. Hard to find. And the thing about Hulu that I liked is it was integrated with Alexa, so you could use voice commands if you're using the Fire TV. It didn't always work. It was about maybe 40% of the time that it actually worked, but it was nice. Lots of good content. They had a good variety of the channels in my area, and I'll show you how to check what was in my area here. So I was able to get my local ABC, I was able to get CBS and Fox, and again, none of them, and my regional sports networks, all of them with NBC as of the recording of this, it's all on demand. So that was always kind of a frustration you want to be aware of with streaming. But this was very good for us, and Hulu had a lot of options. The problem is the interface for Hulu. It just was not good. Now, I'm in my mid-40s. I'm used to having a guide, an easy-to-read guide that would show me all the channels. And if you're a millennial, maybe this is not as big of a deal for you. You know what you want. You can go in there. You can watch it. But the interface for Hulu, it was not very good, to be honest with you. And it was so frustrating to find things that we couldn't deal with it anymore. But what was nice about Hulu is it does have a DVR. And also with the on-demand, a lot of the content you could skip forward through the commercials. Now, in terms of Hulu, in terms of the pricing, see if we can find the pricing here. It says $40 a month, but there are add-ons, right? If you want to add on HBO, you could add it on for $5 for 6 months, and then you could take it off right here. You could also add on, if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, their cloud DVR, because you get 200 hours, and you could fast forward through lots of commercials. Not all the commercials. What they don't tell you a lot of times is these little networks, with the big networks, they have agreements where you can't fast forward to some of their commercials, particularly in the on-demand content. Now, one of the things that I did find with Hulu is there was some on-demand content that you could fast forward to. For example, we like watching Anthony Bourdain, right? And on DirecTV and on PlayStation Vue, when we watched it, we couldn't fast forward through those commercials, and there was a lot of commercials in the on-demand content. With Hulu, we could, so that was kind of pretty cool, right? But that dang guide, and not having some of the channels we needed, we just couldn't deal with Hulu anymore, which is unfortunate because it was a pretty good price. The point is, there are some important things to keep in mind when you're going to cut the cord potentially, and I think the biggest one that people often overlook is the local channels, right? The DVR may or may not be important to you if you're just going to watch on-demand content, and then you want to know, can you skip through the commercials when you have the DVR program? Can you skip through the commercials when you have the on-demand content? Is it compatible with your device? Do they have any great specials right now? So my recommendation really is going to depend on what is important to you. I mean, if the channels that are important to you aren't the same as important to me, you might be able to go with a Sling TV and maybe get that for like $20 a month, right? You could really save a lot of money. So we're spending, I think, $50 a month right now. I think when you add tax, it's about $55 a month or something, and it works for us. We're very happy with it, and that is the DirecTV option. So that is my recommendation, DirecTV Now. Alternatively, I think, again, PlayStation Vue is another great option. And you don't have to have a satellite for DirecTV Now, and you don't have to have the PlayStation to do the PlayStation Vue. You can get them all with your Apple TV or Amazon Fire, usually Roku as well, too. So that's my list. That's my rundown right here. I hope that that's helpful to you. If the video is helpful, please share it with your friends. And again, if you have tips to share, please share them with me. And of course, check out my blog at thathelpfuldad.com. Always happy to help you out with practical solutions to real-life problems. Thanks, and have a great day.